That being said, as much as my heart wants to win, I think we are going to squeeze past it 2-1. My brain just says it's going to play to a 1-1 draw. Fair result. What's going on, people? Welcome back to League M for another video. Chelsea won, Arsenal won, and I'd say a fair result given that both teams were, evenly matched somewhat. Both teams were competitive, both teams were looking to go for the win. Both teams came close on numerous occasions, and in the end the score finished level. Two great goals were scored, Martinelli opening the scoring for Arsenal and Pedro Neto cancelling out his opening in such an amazing fashion. Both teams had a goal ruled out for offside. Havertz was very close. I actually celebrated the bastard. I'm actually glad didn't get the satisfaction of scoring against us this time. Jackson way off. Way off, and I think he knew that as well. Arsenal did have a couple of moments where they looked like they would take the lead, but Sanchez came through and made some big saves. Even though could he have done better for the Martinelli goal, you can argue that he left a lot of space for Martinelli to exploit and score. But if you play the game, you understand with the ball being hit with that kind of power, you can't really stop it. So in that moment, positioning is very key, and his positioning could have been better. He could have covered the near post a bit better. I guess maybe he was anticipating the far post shot. You don't know what goes through the minds of goalkeepers. The argument is there that he could have done better, but he didn't.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Both in the first half and the second half, there were a couple of opportunities for us to either gain the lead or kill the game off. In the first half, Malo Gusto had a great opportunity which he should have done better in that moment. The goal was gaping, Raya was not getting to it. He just needed to get his header on target and we would be in the lead. Arsenal, I think in the second half, had two very clear-cut chances, and then the game ended level. Best players for me were Pedro Neto. Marco Correa was immense. Empty his pockets and see what you'll find. Wesley Fofana was actually impressive in this game. Could have gotten a goal himself. He had an opportunity, but his effort went over the bar. But defensively, he was also on point. Moises Caicedo, time and time again, proving why he should actually be in the conversation for best, if not one of the best defensive midfielders in the Premier League. Immense performance once again.
This is what he flipping does! It's illegal!
I think Enzo was very impressive when he came on. That was a great cameo. He should pick himself up. With that being said, I think Cole Palmer didn't have a good game, didn't have a great game. We didn't really see much of him apart from that shot he took from outside the box to test David Raya. I think he was kept relatively quiet, marshaled very well by the likes of Thomas Partey. Here and there, he had 3 men on him. So I'd say Arsenal did a good job keeping him quiet. Noni Madueke also needs to do better. Just wasn't good enough for me. And if he's not careful, Madueke, then he will see himself dropped. He hasn't proven to be very effective over the past couple of games. In the end, both teams could have won the game. Just wasn't the case. We weren't clinical. Arsenal were not clinical. It is what it is. Now, on a different note, I've read a lot of talk on social media platforms that we seriously need to ask questions of Maresca. Uncomfortable conversations need to be held about Maresca. People saying this while we are third in the league. We are in a far better position than when we were in previous seasons. The season is still fresh and a lot of things can change, especially after the December period. But I don't really think much is going to change given our squad depth. Understand where all of this is coming from. I mean, at the end of the day, these games, the big games especially are the real test to see where we are in the league in terms of being competitive, in terms of being in the conversations for titles, because we want to be up there so badly. Seeing us not even beat a Big Six team so far, you kind of get the question in your mind that, you know, are we where we want to be yet? And the truth is, no, we are not where we want to be yet.
That's not a punchline. That's real fact.
That's the one thing I need us to acknowledge. Even though we are doing good, we're doing much better than we did in previous seasons, we are still not where we want yet. And I think these games against the Big Six have shown us, because how many teams in the Big Six have we played? Manchester City. We lost against Manchester City. We played against Liverpool, lost against Liverpool. Granted, these are the current two best teams in the league right now. The two best teams in the league beat us. As much as they are losses, there are things to take away from those games. We can take away the fact that here and there we were competitive. You understand? You look at the other two of the Big Six that we've played, draws. Against United, that was a game we should have won. Given the state that they're in right now, where they are in the league right now, how they play and how we play, that performance unacceptable. Against Arsenal now, much better. We were much more competitive. We could have won as well. In the end, we didn't. But my overall assessment is that there's still work to be done in order to be able to win these games. But I really think we are making significant progress, because in previous seasons, we've shown potential to be competitive. But then in other games, in the same season, we're just not there. I get the frustration. Frustration here is that with the squad that we have and the talent that we have, we should be able to win these games, and it's very frustrating that we are not. Bigger picture here, the fear is that because we are used to having someone new come through, we knew that the league, its reps, others can forget about the league because a new man has come through with new ideas. The team is buying into these ideas. We end up being very good. We blow the competition out of the water. We take the league. That's just how it was. That's just the culture. I think such statements of the questions need to be asked about Maresca are rooted in that culture that we are used to. It's fair to be critical of Maresca, but the tone, I'm sensing a tone of maybe he's not good enough. I think bigger picture, the fear is that he'll be here for about 5 years and, you know, we'll have nothing to show for it. I get the sentiment. I just don't co-sign it. I mean, it's fair to be critical of Maresca because I also have, you know, my gripes. So to me, all this talk is just weird and it should stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
Anyway, guys, that is it for this video. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment sections below. How did you find the game? Who are your standout performers? Let me know in the comment sections below. Do not forget, if you're new to, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Keep it M.